Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Michelle. And if you don't know how to edit, please stay and watch this video to learn. So if you couldn't tell by the title, I did decide to do a little editing series for you guys. Because sometimes when I'm on TikTok, I do see people who are in the comments talking about how much they struggle with thumbnails, banners, and intros, all that type of stuff. And in general, in every single respectful way, y'all can't edit. And it's I really want to help y'all, but at the same time, I'm not trying to give out too many of my secrets so y'all don't end up full on copying me. But today we're just gonna focus on thumbnails. So before we start, just know this is how I make my thumbnails, and there's a million different ways that you can make yours. But this is a tutorial on how I make my thumbnails. The main 4 apps I use to edit my thumbnails is Canva, CapCut, and Collage and Fonto. So whenever I'm making a collage, I like to use 4 photos, no more and no less. And this part is very important. I use my own photos, and I suggest that you do too. Using photos from Pinterest is okay, but people are going to end up finding the photo on Pinterest sometime soon, and they're going to realize that you're not even original with your own stuff. So that's why whenever I'm making a vlog, I like to take pictures in between the recordings so I can later on use it for the thumbnail. Another important part is make sure the photos actually have to do with the video. If you just put random photos because you forgot to take photos during your vlog, it's not really going to correlate with the video. And when people tap on the video, they're going to think it's one thing, but when they really watch it, it's going to be another. And that's because they looked at their thumbnail and there was a whole other different pics of pictures. Don't forget to make sure that your photos are in a place with great lighting and great quality. To make a collage, I will put it over here, and the reason I'm not doing it right now is because unfortunately my iPad is dead and I'm not sure where my charger is at. But to make my collages for my thumbnails, I like to use Collage. But I have seen people who use Canva to also make collages, and I will make a video about that on YouTube Shorts if you don't want to use Collage. Me personally, Canva is probably easier to make collages, but I like to customize mine on Collage better, and you're going to see in the little recording that's going to be over there. Also remember that you always can use more than 4 photos. I just like to use 4 photos. I don't know why, but it does fit the best in my opinion, so yeah. And sometimes I don't even use all of these apps. Most of the times I just use Collage and Fonto, but when I really want to be more detailed and drag more viewers to my video, then that's when I use CapCut and Canva. After I make my collages, I do go on to Fonto to put all the text and words on it. Now, Fonto is an app where, what I just said, you can put text and stuff. There's a lot of different fonts. You can put emojis, and that's really when you bring your thumbnail to life. Now, Fonto already has fonts for you there, but I like to use the fonts from thefont.com. And if you're not sure what fonts to get from thefont.com, you can always go on TikTok or Pinterest like I do and search up fonts to get on thefont.com. But if you check my most recent videos, then those fonts you see are Fonto's original fonts. Here's a tip that I definitely recommend when you're making your thumbnails. I suggest that you guys do not use the same fonts or colors in your thumbnails. In my opinion, if it were me to watch your video, I would not click on something that only has a white font and it's the same font and it's the default font. I'm not going to watch a video that has any of that stuff. But I'm also not saying to copy other people. What I'm saying is just be original with your own fonts. Use cursive, use italic, use bold, use curve. There's a curve mode on Fonto. And when it comes to Fonto, there are literally so much colors there for you to choose from. And I will also put a recording on the side for you guys to see. I don't know how to explain this part, but there is a mode on Fonto where you can use gradient, which I'm about to show you over here. Gradient is where multiple colors can be on one letter, and it goes across whatever you type, if that makes sense. And you can make your own patterns, you can save it, you can do so much stuff on Fonto. So don't just expand your thinking. People be doing the same thing as other people. Be different like me. Don't always do what people are doing. Not everybody wants to click on a video that has the same thing as the one they just saw. I wouldn't. I also forgot to mention this earlier, but while you're using Collage, make sure you go to ratio or the fit size and choose 9:16, I'm pretty sure. And if it isn't 9:16, then there will be a YouTube logo on the format, and you need to choose it so it can fit in for your thumbnail. Otherwise, your thumbnail will be too zoomed in or cut off. Also guys, while you're using Canva, I suggest that you use your school account because your school account provides Canva Pro. And it'll probably stop providing that when you're out of college, so I suggest use it the time you can, the most you can. Now the rips that you see in between the pictures and collages like these, when I want to do rips like that, the app I use is PixArt. I upload my collage, and at the bottom of your screen, there should be something that's called stickers. I go to the search bar and I search a paper rip, and you can just add as many as you like in between your photos and your collage. Also guys, another thing I do when I do edit my thumbnails, around my thumbnail I put what like the video is going to contain kind of. So for my back to school wish list, which I recently posted, you can see how I put Kurt Geiger and I curved it and I put the stars around it and I put other stuff that I was going to be talking about around the thumbnail. I also suggest that you do that, so that before people even click on your video, they have an idea of what they're going to watch other than like the big title that you're going to put. And if you look at my other thumbnails, I've also done that too. But always feel free to go on my channel, look at my thumbnails, and get inspo from it. Anywho, I hope this video made some sort of sense. And if it didn't, please feel welcome to ask as many questions as you like in my comments. I'll be so happy and willing to answer all of them. If you aren't sure about something I said, or I spoke too fast, or I didn't make any sense at all, please comment about what part you were confused about, and I will try my best to re-explain it. But that is how I make my thumbnails. Thanks for watching. God bless you, God loves you, and I do too.